Hey guys, welcome back to AFK Journey. In today's video, we have got something that I've been hanging out to see, which is a talk with the designers, future plans and thoughts. Basically, in this one, they address a bunch of the issues we've had in the game so far, go through their plans and stuff for the rest of this season, the next season, some different stuff. I'm going to go through it all. I had a quick read of it. I think it's pretty decent. There's a lot of good stuff in here. But once again, as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. But this is definitely a good sign. I love seeing this type of stuff. And at least they are acknowledging the issues that have been happening, including the Astral event as well, which is another one that they do touch on in this as well. So let's get into it and let's take a look. And once again, let me know your thoughts at the end in the comments, and I'll sort of give you guys my running thoughts as we go through things. So, hi everyone, it's been over a month since we launched the season update. Throughout this period, we've been closely monitoring your feedback and suggestions on social media. Thank you for all your input. Based on your feedback, we'd like to share with you our future plans and new thoughts regarding content schedules, events, and Burnout. Lack of transparency regarding seasonal content. Many of you are uncertain about what is coming to the game in the long run, making it challenging to plan resources and set expectations. To address this, we'll explain our ideas for improvements in 3 areas: upcoming heroes, seasonal content, and the Pioneer server plans. Hero schedules. Each season will last for 4 months and feature 7 to 8 heroes for the 4 factions and 2 to 3 heroes from Celestial and Hypergean factions. The Song of Strife season will have a total of 7 heroes from the 4 factions and 2 Cell Hypos. So we've already had, what have we had in the season? We've just had... Well, we got Almas coming up, which will be the 3rd, and then we had Elsa and Soren, so that's 3. So we got 4 more factional heroes after that, and then we've also got 1 more Celestial Hypergean because we've already had the 1. So my bets are on Taylene. Once again, you guys let me know what you think, but that is what we've got planned. So we've still got 4 new heroes after well, 5 more heroes after Almas. Okay, cool. The exact release dates for each hero will subsequently be announced on all platforms. The one thing they don't mention is, and something that I do hope they sort of advance on, is their marketing for new characters and stuff like that. I would love to know at any one time when a new character is releasing what the next 2 to 3 heroes coming after it will be. We don't have to know in-depth details about their kits, just know the heroes and know the general roles that they fill. It's like, because we got Almas coming in less than 12 hours, and we have no idea who's coming after that. And I would like to know the heroes so I could know if Almas is the one I want, or maybe I like that other hero more and I want to save for them. And then I would love, by the time Almas's banner is gone, we at least know what the skills of that other character are, so that we can have an idea if we want a last minute pull for Almas or keep saving for that next hero. I think that is something I would love to see on top of that. But once again, this is good that they are giving us some insight. After the current raid-up recruitment period ends, raid-up heroes can be selected in the wish list and all hero recruitment, and selected in epic hero recruitment. Additionally, there's a chance to obtain them through S level and A level soulstones, and they will be available in the Emporium in future seasons. Please stay tuned. Now, this thing here, they will be available in Emporium in future seasons, is both good and concerning. It's good that we might get more characters in the arena store from the S levels. But if they don't slap the A levels straight into the shop, it's kind of a kick in the balls, because the A level banners, you guys know, like I'm not a fan of the A level banners. I'm not going to pull on them. And the thing I love about A level heroes is that they're, free to play friendly and you can get them from the shop. If they start denying you access to those A levels until the next season, it's going to feel like such a kick in the balls. Like, then you got to make a decision on them. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think about that. But I'm not saying that's what this says. This is very vague, so I could be wrong. And it could just be that the S levels have a chance to come into the arena store or something like that. But once again, I'm just hoping they don't shaft us with the A levels, because I love the A levels and their accessibility. It's fantastic. All right, seasonal content. Before each new season begins, details and info for the next season will be shared through our official channels. These include game content, gameplay events, and approximate timelines. This should help offer a clearer understanding of what to expect throughout the season. Here is an overview of the upcoming Song of Strife season updates. We'll provide more detailed overview of the next season before it begins. Now, this end of season, I don't think that means like it's when the season ends. I believe it's like the end period of the season. So maybe it's like 3 weeks before the end of the season or something like that. We'll have to wait and see. But this is what they got planned. So version 1.1.16, we got Clan Reputation Part 2, a new hero side story, a new co-op PvP event. This one's very interesting to me. I'm curious to see what the co-op PvP event is. New guild mode, which is always exciting for me for guild. I love guild modes. Like, we need crossover guilds though, because my guild's kind of gone to like, it's not what it used to be. So I would love some sort of cross compatibility so I can play in guilds with more people that are still playing the game. Honor Jewel update. Not too stressed about Honor Jewel. And then we got another new hero side story, new celebration event, new end of season mode. I'm curious to see what the mode is, and world map casual gameplay. Not too sure what that is, but we'll have to wait and see. So that is a little look at what we've got coming up. So I think the guild mode is the guild mode co-op event. Very, very interesting to me. So I'm curious to see what that is. I'm always a big one for guild PvP. I love that sort of thing when you're actually attacking enemy players. But once again, I need to get into a more populated guild with people that I know who are still playing. Anyway, let's keep going. Pioneer server. Before the next season begins, we are also planning to release a Pioneer server. We would like to invite enthusiastic players like yourself to participate in this data wipe testing for the new season. Testers will be able to experience parts of the new season early by understanding the season's core aspects in advance. The team can make adjustments based on your feedback and ensure better experience when the season officially launches. Seats might be limited though, so stay tuned for an announcement. So I do really like this. So the thing with this Pioneer server, like I've been a big one. I want a test server like AFK Arena has, where it's just a week ahead. So when they do like a little patch where there's a little thing and there's an issue, they can fix it. They can get sentiment on like things like a little event and stuff like that. I think that would be fantastic. But I still really want that functionality. I don't know why they don't have it yet. But this Pioneer server is a big thing because this is more, because the seasons are like a big updates. So this isn't like you can test for it a week ahead. This would be like testing. I'm assuming they'd be like months ahead of content just to like get everything ironed out and fix it up. So I'm definitely keen to see what they have going for the Pioneer server. And obviously if I get into it, which hopefully I will, and they allow it, I will definitely make content from it so that we know what we have coming up. And once again, I think they'd be stupid not to let people make content out of these servers because it lets you get a wider base of feedback before it features in the game. So once again, you can fix it before anything becomes an issue. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Next up, Astral Fair event, how to improve. Increasing event frequency and not requiring time logins. Initially, our goal was to ensure players from different countries and regions were able to participate. Remember the time zone differences. I think this is this. I think this kind of like sounds bad. It's like it kind of sounds like the. Do you guys have phones? It's like, I feel like this is just a translation thing, where it's like, take note of time zone differences. But I feel like the translation made it sound like, you guys are idiots. Didn't you know there's time zone differences? But once again, don't get offended by that because I think that's just like a translation thing. But we overlooked that having players log in at specific times could actually be unconductive. In future versions of Astral Fair, we plan to significantly increase the frequency of the event and allow everyone to participate at their own convenience. I really like this. Like I said, if they are going to go with the timed things, make it every hour on the hour. I mean, then I feel like that is a reasonable request, that 1 hour during the day on the hour you're there. Once again, I feel like things that are like, I feel like the quiz one, because it's like meant to be a community thing, like, yeah, do that one. But the ones that are just packing bags, like, don't have a time limit on. Like, just let people do it whenever. You don't need a time restraint. Consolidated rewards for easier reward collection. In future versions of Astral Fair, Astral vouchers will be obtained from daily quest rewards. Participating in Astral Fair once a day for several days will earn you most of the rewards. We will also extend the event duration, making it less time constraining for all players. Cool beans. More visible reward conditions. Players who only want to collect rewards won't need to play for the full 15 minutes each time. That's good. The rewards page will be improved to clearly show the conditions for receiving rewards. Once you meet those conditions, you can exit. Of course, players aiming for higher ranks can continue to play. I always think this is a great idea, especially in an idle game. If people want to sweat in these kind of events, let them sweat, but don't force them to get the rewards. Because if it's not something you enjoy, then you don't want to feel forced into it. So I think that is good. 3, preventing burnout by reducing effort early season. Now, this one, I do think they have put a lot of thought into this one when we read through it, and I'll guide you guys through my thoughts as we go. We have heard your feedback regarding the intense efforts required at the beginning of the season and have carefully considered the issue. Under the current design, if you don't claim various gameplay rewards and progress through stages promptly, you'll fall behind, affecting other aspects of the game. So, my perfect example, when the season launched on my account, it was like I was just busy and I didn't have time to grind it. And I went from being pushing into the top 20 in Dream Realm, and I got pushed into trying to keep in the top 80 of Dream Realm. And that just feels like absolute shit when you put in all that work at the beginning of your account and grind super, super hard, and then a season starts and it just wipes it all away, and it's like, nah, you're screwed. So I do like that they are addressing this, because that was something that really triggered me personally. Adding to this, many players worry that falling behind in levels might mean they would always play at a disadvantage throughout the season. In fact, a baseline level system is adopted in multiplayer game modes throughout the season to manage actual gaps between players of different levels. As season resonance levels increase, the disparities caused by levels will minimize further. But I get this, as the levels get higher, the power gap of a 10 level difference gets lower. Like if it's level 1 to 10, it's a massive difference. Whereas if it's level 450 to 460, it's a lesser difference. But it's still a difference for the progression through when you do have the arena and stuff like that. So it is still kind of an issue. But it's like, once again, it's like, do they want it to be an issue? Because there's all these balance sides between, when you look at spenders, it's like, well, you're spending to get an advantage. If you're no longer getting an advantage, do you want to still spend? Which, once again, I don't know the balance, but I think if you do want to balance it, it is seeming like towards the end of the season, it will flatten out, but early on, it's very, very intensive. As seasonal resonance levels increase, for instance, in competitive modes like Supreme Arena and Season Dream Realm, the impact of season resonance levels above 560 will be significantly reduced. I know, but I'm still at 310. To ensure fairness, we plan to make the following adjustments. Current season, we will introduce an auto progression feature in version 1.6, which will allow players to continue advancing stages automatically in the background while simultaneously enjoying their game content and features. I don't know whether they mean an auto battle feature where it will auto battle and retry if you lose, and it'll happen in the background while you do other stuff. I think that would be fantastic. I know like AFK Arena has a fantastic auto battle function. The only problem with it is that you don't unlock it till like later chapters, but it's fantastic in that it will just infinitely retry a stage for like a perfect example. I've got my AFK Arena game open over here. It's auto battling away. And you can see it's got the auto battle, and I just lost, and it's going to go in, and it's going to start again. And it just keeps going, just keeps repeating through. So if they do something like that and it happens in the background and you can do it at the same time, I think that would be absolutely fantastic. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Next up, future seasons. The next season will begin in mid to late September. Season AFK rewards will be calculated from the moment the server transitions into the new server. Please refer to... Okay, so basically what this saying is that you don't have to log in minute 1 to make sure you're getting all the AFK loot. Additionally, the XP essence amount produced will be balanced in the early stages. These measures will help control the gap between players, allowing you to participate at your own pace without worrying about falling too far behind. Now, this will make more sense when we read a few more points. The world chapter areas will unlock daily. The current plan is to unlock 2 areas on the first day, followed by 1 area each day. Please check in-game updates for the exact schedule. Okay, you gotta wait, obviously. A new max AFK progress design will be introduced for AFK season progression. This design will limit the maximum AFK XP gain per day for all players on the same district, reducing disparities caused by differences in AFK progress. Other AFK progress benefits, such as acquiring higher level equipment, will remain unaffected. For example, on day X of the new season, in a specific district, the maximum AFK progress is set to stage 500. So basically, player A is up to stage, and that doesn't mean you can't progress past 500. That was my first concern as soon as I read that line. But it's like you can be at stage 625, but your AFK loot is calculated at stage. Oh, sorry, not all your AFK loot. It's just your AFK dust and experience will be calculated at 500. This guy's on 575, calculated at 500. But this dude who's fallen way behind is at 495, so he's only getting his rewards at 495. So there will be that baseline that is the max limit that you can get, but you can push stages above that and get the other benefits, just not out of experience and dust, to compress the leveling discrepancies, which I think is a good thing in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Beginning from the next season, all floors of Jura's Trial will no longer require AFK progress to unlock, but will still unlock daily. Cool. Final remarks. We value your feedback and on these changes, and will carefully assess your ideas before finalizing any updates. We are committed to continuously striving to make the game enjoyable for all of you. So if you have any further suggestions or questions, please reach out to us through the feedback channels. We watch YouTube, we read Reddit, and we actually spy on Discord too. There you go. So let's go through this. I think I think this is a great roundup of a bunch of things. Obviously, there is a ton of things additional to this that I think they will eventually need to address and look at. For instance, like they market the game for a season and then you can't play it for 46 days. I really hope they make a way for the seasons to be playable by everyone to some extent, to be able to get in there. I don't know how. I'm going to think deeply on this and try and give them like a genuine solution for it. But yeah, there's things like that I think still need to be worked out and figured out. I really hope that we get another thing. I'm hoping we get patch notes or something alongside Olmus to find out what's going on, because I still think the Olmus, like the back-to-back 8-level banners, is kind of oof. So we do know that we got 5 more characters coming after Olmus, which will be 4 faction heroes, and then another Celestial or Hypergean. So we got room for other stuff, but once again, I'm still saving, but let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I think this was a really good dev notes with some good, like some good acknowledging of the issues that we are having and knowing that they are looking at it. But once again, they are taking feedback. So leave it in the comments. I'll pass on anything that I think is valuable feedback. Just and upvote anything in the comments you see, because if I go back and look at these videos when they ask for feedback and I see something heavily upvoted, those will be the things that I really look to, because those will be the things that I think more people are having issues with. So I think that just about does it. I'm going to probably just shut up and go to bed now. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.